Hello and welcome to Carol's Kitchen. And in this episode I'm going to do a recipe which is very popular with my drop a dress size clients. Very popular because it is sugar free and it's also filling, it's comforting, it's squidgy, it's just yummy. So I thought, well, I'll share it here because at the moment that's what we're looking for, aren't we? We're looking for something which is comforting, but is not going to pack on the pounds. That's something that I'm going to talk about in another video. But anyway, so I have got here. Today I'm going to make a carrot cake, but a carrot cake that's a bit different because it is based on oats. So in here I've got 2 cups of oats. Which I have soaked in 2 cups of boiling water to make them nice and soft and squidgy. 2 cups is 200 grams. And 2 cups of boiling water is 500 millilitres, which is a pint. So to that, I'm now going to add a mashed banana. Now, I will put the recipe below, but you could use pureed apples. You could use... where did I put them now? Here they are. If you've got any leftover butternut squash or pumpkin or something like that, you could add some of that instead. Now I know in some countries you can actually buy that in a tin. In the UK we can't. So I've got bananas. There were some in the supermarket yesterday, so I'm going to add a squished banana. And then on top of that we have got the carrots. So here I've grated 2 carrots, average size carrots. We'll pop those in. And then I've got some chopped nuts. Now what I've got in the cupboard, walnuts. You could add any nuts, to be honest, but I usually use walnuts in a carrot cake, but you could use pecans if that's what you've got, or almonds if you haven't got any walnuts. That's fine. And then I'm going to add some flax seeds. These are milled flax seeds, so this is all goodness. So very good, very high in omega-3. I add these to smoothies, sprinkle it on cereals, like porridge if I'm making porridge, or even if I've got some fruit and I put a bit of yogurt on the top, then I might sprinkle some flax seeds on the top of that too. So we'll pop the flax seeds on. Then we've got just a few dates because they have natural sugar in. But they add just a little bit to it. So the dates, approximately 25-30 grams of dates, nicely chopped. And then now you could add lots of things. Now the recipe actually says shredded coconut. Now I don't have any. So, and I don't know about where you are, but where I am, the baking shelves in the supermarket are almost empty. But I do have 2 packs of ground almonds. So I'm going to add some ground almonds to this. Again, not very much, just about 25 grams. And then we're going to add some ground cinnamon. So I'm going to pop two teaspoons. Oh no, that doesn't fit. Okay, so 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon in, followed by an egg. So I'm going to break the egg into one of these bowls first, just to make sure, because it would be awful if it wasn't fresh. Now just 1 egg. Eggs are precious at the moment. Not many boxes of eggs left in the supermarket yesterday, so we don't want recipes that have lots and lots of eggs in. but we do need something just to bind it all together. So let's just do a quick stir with the fork. I could have done with a bigger bowl, couldn't I? And right, so I'm going to pop the egg in, because I know that that's okay, along with half a pint of milk. Now again, whatever milk you use. So I actually use, today I've used oat milk, because I'm a dairy-free person. So an oat milk's what I've got. So that's what I've used. So then we just have to mix this all together. Now this is going to take a little while. Now my original recipe for carrot cake was based on olive oil and crushed pineapple. Can't get crushed pineapple at the moment, so we're back to bananas. But crushed pineapple does give a really nice result in a carrot cake. So as you can see, this mixture is quite sloppy now. It's not too sloppy. It's what's called soft dropping, because it just comes off the spoon. But it is holding together because we don't want it to be dry. So I'm now going to put it in the prepared tin, pop it in the oven. Takes about an hour to cook in my oven, 50 to 60 minutes in a medium oven. Now I've prepared the tin. I've prepared a square tin because that's the tin I use to make chocolate brownies and things in. So they come up nice and deep, but you can cut them into smaller squares. Now I've prepared it with just one piece of silicone paper. You could use foil if you were really careful. If you don't have silicone paper, use foil, but make sure that when you push the foil into the corners, you don't tear it, because it won't like it very much. So we'll just scrape the rest of this out, and then pop it in the oven. As you can see, it doesn't take very long. Ideal recipe actually for the children to make at home, and you can teach them about low sugar baking. A lot of people will use honey and other such things, thinking that because they're natural they're fine, when in fact they're just as bad in your body as ordinary table sugar. So I'm going to pop this in the oven, and then I'll come back to you when it's all cooked and show you the finished result. So here is the finished cake. As you can see, it's looks really lovely. Now you can ice this, of course. Traditionally, carrot cake has a kind of a frosting on it made from cream cheese. I actually quite like mine with yoghurt, strangely enough. But cream cheese is nice. So I'm just going to, it's still actually a bit warm to cut this, but I'm going to cut it anyway, just to, so that you can see what it looks like. So it cuts into 16, which is more than ample. It's still quite squidgy in there, but let me just show you. So it looks really nice. So I'll post some photos as well in my Facebook group. But so this is healthy carrot cake made with oats, and lots of variations to it, but this is the one I'm making today, and it's one of the favorites in my group, where we are looking at eating sugar-free. So you can use this to get the whole lot out. Yep. And so let me know if you enjoy this recipe, and I'll see you next time I come into Carol's kitchen.